Yes, my dear P6 learners, how are you there? I hope you are doing well, and I hope you are enjoying these lessons which we are bringing you live in your sitting room. This is Mr. Mugisha Emmanuel, who has come back to teach you mathematics. In our previous lesson, I taught you how to decrease quantities using percentages. How to decrease quantities using percentages. And I told you that, for example, somebody may tell you to increase. And what are you increasing? You are increasing 4,000 cows by 20%. You are increasing 4,000 cows by 20%. I told you we have two methods which we can use. Method one, you can first get 100%, which is the original percentage. Then you add on the percentage given, and when you add this, you will get 120%. So it means the percentage which I'm going to use is 120%. Then you get 120%, which means 120 out of 100 times the number given, which is 4,000. And these are cows. Reduce a 0 by 0, a 0 by 0. So we have 120 times 40. And this one goes for cows. Then you arrange vertically and multiply. We have 120 times 40. 120 times 40. So 0 times 0, 0. 0 times 2, 0. 0 times 1, that is a 0. 4 times 0, 0, but under the place value of tens. So write here 0. 4 times 2, that is 8. 4 times 1, that is 4. Then finally we add. So what do we get here? 0 plus 0, you get a 0. 0 plus 0, you get a 0. 0 plus 8, you get 8. 4 plus nothing, you get 4. So you will get 4,800 cows. And when you look at this, you would realize that the number has increased from 4,000 to 4,800 cows. So today we are going to look at the opposite of increase. What is the opposite of increase? The opposite of increase is decrease. The opposite of increase is decrease. So following the same procedures, examples, number one, somebody may tell you to decrease. And what are we decreasing? Let's decrease the same number, 4,000 cows by 20%. By 20%. So when I talk about decrease, it means you are going to reduce this number. And when I talk about reducing, it means you are making that number smaller. So what do? We get 100%. We take away the percentage which has been given, and the percentage which has been given is 20%. And when you have 100, you take away 20, your side work is going to give you 20%. So it means the decreased percentage is 80%. So we shall have 80 out of 100 times the given number, which is 400, which is 4,000 cows. Then we reduce. A 0 will go with this one, you reduce this one with this. So it means I have remained with 80 multiplied by 40 cows. And here you can even use zero concept to multiply. How do we use zero concept? You just multiply 8 times 4. 8 times 4 we shall get 32. So this 32 which I have got, I have to add on the 2 zeros which I have left out. So we shall have 32, then plus this 0 and this one, 0, 0. And these are cows. These are cows. So when you look at this, the only difference is that here, today we are just subtracting. Increasing, we are adding. Decreasing, we are now subtracting. Method 2. Method 2, you can first of all get 20% of the number which has been given. Cows. We cancel this and this and this. So we shall have 2 times 400. And these ones are cows. And your vertical multiplication is going to give you 800 cows. But remember, they have told you to decrease. So if I tell you to decrease 4,000 by 800, what do? You subtract. So the new number is going to be 4,000 cows. Then you take away 800 cows. 0 take away 0, you get a 0. 0 take away 0, we get a 0. 0 take away 8, we have to regroup. This is 3. We have got 1, you put it here to make it 10. 10 take away 8, we are getting a 2. 3 take away 0, we are getting 3. So you will come up with the same answer. So when I give you work and you are decreasing, you are free to use any method. You can use this one, you can use the other one. Let's look at another example. Someone may tell you to reduce. And what are we reducing? We are reducing animals by 10%. Reduce 3,100 animals by 10%. Okay? I think you have already now chosen the method which you can use to work out this. So using the first method, we shall get 100%. We take away the percentage given, which is 10%, and this one will give you 90%. So the reduced percentage is 90%. So we shall have 90%, which means 90 out of 100. Then we multiply it by 3,100 animals. 3,100 animals. Then we can reduce this and this, this and that. So what do I remain with? 9 times 310. And what are these? Animals. Then you multiply vertically. Vertical multiplication. 310 times 9. 3 times 0, we get a 0. 9 times 1, we get 9. 9 times 3, we get 27. So we shall have 2,790, and these are animals. These are animals. Now, the same questions may be set in word problems, whereby we give you very many words and want you to read and find out what you are supposed to do. For example, somebody may tell you that Peter's salary Peter's salary was reduced or deducted from was deducted from 140,000 shillings by 25%. And now my question is, how much money was he paid? How much money was he paid? Peter's salary was deducted from 140,000 shillings by 25%. How much money was he paid? So Peter was supposed to get 140, but his salary was deducted. When I say deducted, what does it mean? Was it increased? No. When I say it has been deducted, it means it has been reduced. So what does this one mean? That we are going to reduce 140,000 shillings by 25% in order to get how the money he was paid. So if I can use the first method, we shall have 100%. We take away 25%, which is equal to, arrange vertically, subtract to get the right answer. Take away 25. 0 take away 5, we have to regroup. The neighbor has nothing to give us. We get 1 from this, we remain with the 0. This one becomes 10, but remember we have to get 10 from this. We remain with 9. Then the 10 I have borrowed, I put it here. It makes it 10. 10 take away 5, we get 5. 9 take away 2, we get 7. 0 take away 0, we get 0. So it means the deducted percentage is 75%. Remember, he was supposed to get 100%. But now he's getting 75%. So what is 75% of the money he was getting? 140,000. Can reduce the zeros, this one with this one, this one with this one. So I have 75, then I multiply it by 1,400. And what is this one going to give us? Side work knows the best. Side work knows the answer. So we shall have 1,400 multiplied by 75. We multiply 5 times 0, we get a 0. 5 times 0, we get a 0. 5 times 4, we are getting 20. Write 0, we carry 2. 5 times 1, we get a 5. Then plus this 2, we get a 7. 7 times 0, we get 0. But where do we write it? Where 7 is. 7 times 0, we get a 0. 7 times 4, we get 28. So we write 8, then we carry a 2. 7 times 1, we get 7. Plus this 2, we get 9. Then we add. So what we have here is 0, here, 0, here, 0, here. 7 plus 8, we get 15. We carry 1. 1 plus 9, we get 10. Then we carry a 1. So for this case, we are going to have 105,000 shillings. So it means when his salary was deducted, he ended up getting 105,000 shillings. Lastly, one last example. The number of of pupils in a class of 60 reduced by 25%. 25%. How many pupils are in the class? The number of pupils in a class of 60 reduced by 25%. How many pupils are in the class? So the class had 60, and the number you are being told that it has reduced by 25%. So the question is, which percentage is still there? Remember, it is 100% when all children are there. We take away 25%, and when we take away 25, we are going to get 75%. Okay? So we have 75%, then we multiply by 60. Yes, then after reducing this 0 with this one, you have 75 out of 10, 75 out of 10, then times the 6. And when you get this, some kids begin saying, but teacher, you have been cancelling the zeros on the denominators, and here you have remained with the 1 0. So what do? You go ahead and reduce. You may not reduce a 0 with a 0, but at least you may reduce with another number. So which number can divide 10 at the same time? 6. So you will find there 2. 2 can divide 10 at the same time 6. So 10 divided by 2, we get 5. Then 6 divided by 2, we get a 3. Now I have this 5. Can 5 divide 3? Obviously no. But can 5 divide 75? Yes. So we are going to reduce 5 in 75. 5 divided by 5, we get 1. 7 divided by 5, we get 1. And what is the remainder? The remainder is 2. You put that remainder 2 here to make it 25. 25 divided by the same 5, we are getting 5. Then we shall have 15 times 3. And 15 times 3 is going to give us, let's multiply very fast. 3 times 5, 15. We regroup with 1. 3 times 1, we get 3. Then plus 1, we get a 4. So we shall get 45. And what are these? Pupils. So you can see how simple and interesting reducing numbers using percentage is. So I'm going to give you an activity as usual. And please, I know you are going to enjoy this activity. What is most important is you to sit down, think. Don't just do things for formality. Sit down, compose yourself, and do this work very well. And above all, formal may not give you enough activity, but you can read textbooks, get more questions, practice, and when you practice, it's when you will make mathematics easier in your brain. Thank you so much for attending to my lesson. It has been so nice to see you. By the way, I can see you over there, Have a nice time.